Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into a really big challenge in broadcast. How do you deliver a perfect 4K stream over the public internet, which is, anything but predictable?
Exactly.
So our sources today are all centered on one piece of hardware built for this exact problem, the Datavideo NVD-45 4K decoder. Our mission here is to really understand the tech that makes this kind of high-stakes, high-res streaming actually reliable.
And it really is all about that hardware bridge. The core job of the NVD-45 isn't just to decode a signal. It's about taking that chaotic IP stream from the internet and turning it back into something clean and stable that a professional broadcast setup can actually use.
A firewall, almost.
It's a perfect way to put it, a firewall between the chaos of the public network and the absolute precision you need in a studio.
So let's start with the results. What does that stability get you? The specs say it can deliver up to UHD 4K 60 resolution output. That's a heavy lift.
It is. And the output flexibility is, well, it's mission critical. It's not just one feed out. You get two 12G-SDI BNC outputs.
Two of them.
Two, plus a composite output. And here's the kicker. They're all running simultaneously.
Wow. So in a live event, you could send one 12G feed to your master recorder, the second one to, say, an on-air switcher.
And the composite feed to a simple confidence monitor for the director?
Exactly. And of course, you get your audio through SDI embedding and also separate stereo RCA ports. It's all about options.
Okay, so let's unpack the inputs. It handles the usuals, right? RTMP, HLS, all that. But what really stood out to me was the focus on one specific protocol, SRT, Secure Reliable Transport. Why build hardware around that specifically?
That is the whole story of this device right there. Anyone who's worked in live production knows the real problem isn't just sending 4K, it's making sure it arrives when you're on a lossy public network.
Like a hotel Wi-Fi or a 4G connection.
Precisely. And that's what SRT was built for. It's an open source protocol engineered to just power through instability. It actively handles things like packet loss, signal jitter, and that wild fluctuation in bandwidth you always get. So it's not just receiving the signal, it's actively repairing it in transit.
It's an assurance mechanism. It makes sure the video integrity is maintained even when the network itself is falling apart. It just takes that massive liability off the producer's shoulders.
And it connects pretty easily. I saw our sources confirmed it can pull streams directly from major CDNs.
Oh, yeah. YouTube Live, Dailymotion, Livestream. It's built to plug into the real world.
And under the hood, what's it using for compression?
It's running the professional standards you'd expect. Full support for H.264, and more importantly, the much more efficient H.265 for UHD 4K decoding.
I also saw a feature that seemed, well, almost like a little bonus, but I bet it's super useful. Real-time video flip and rotation.
It sounds like a gimmick, but it's absolutely not.
Right. I was thinking of field producers who have to rig a camera upside down in a tiny venue or on a truss.
That's exactly what it's for. It saves you a whole post-production step or needing another piece of gear in the field. And we should probably also mention it integrates with the DV Cloud platform for remote management.
And for anyone thinking about adding this to a mobile rig, what's the physical footprint like?
It's compact. For all this power, it's just over 2 pounds, about a kilogram, and it's really not big at all. It's designed to fit into a fly pack without eating up valuable space.
So when we put this all together, what this really means for you is that the NVD-45 is a dedicated tool that lets you reliably bring high-resolution IP video into a very traditional, very demanding production world. It makes that expensive fiber connection an option, not a requirement.
And that leads to a much bigger question for you to think about. If a decoder like this can use SRT to make the public internet reliable enough for broadcasts, how long until this kind of technology completely bypasses the need for dedicated fiber at major live events?
And to take it one step further.
Right. What's the next step? What future tech might get rid of physical 12G SDI outputs altogether, pushing every single part of the broadcast workflow into the IP world? Something to think about until our next deep dive.